The Galactic Academy prided itself on peace. Every species, every creed, every culture, all gathered to learn without fear. That was before Earth joined. The humans were new, unpredictable, and fascinating, beings from a death world where nearly everything could kill you. Most students saw them as dangerous. Others saw them as curiosities. Then one day, the Academy decided to test them. The creature. It was biology class. Instructor Vrel clicked his mandibles together, excitement vibrating through his carapace. He had promised a demonstration of controlled predator behavior. From behind the containment field, a beast stepped out, 6 legs, dripping fangs, and eyes that shimmered like molten glass. It was called a Carnaxian Reaper, a creature that had wiped out entire survey teams before containment protocols were developed. The class gasped. One Frick student fainted outright, and the human, sitting in the back row, leaned forward and said, "Oh my God, it's adorable." The silence. No one spoke for a full 5 seconds. The Reaper hissed, pressing claws against the barrier. Its venom glands pulsed. The instructor twitched nervously. Cadet Morgan, this creature has killed 34 trained handlers. The human tilted their head. Yeah, but look at those eyes. It's just scared. Scared. That word didn't exist in the Reaper's behavioral matrix. It was a killing machine, a top-tier apex predator. And yet, when Morgan approached, the creature stopped hissing. The contact. Stop. Instructor Vrel shrieked as the human stepped closer to the field. The class scrambled backward. Morgan crouched, holding out a hand, separated only by the flickering blue barrier. "Hey there, buddy," the human said softly. "You're okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you." The Reaper tilted its head. Its claws retracted slightly. Vrel's breath rattled in disbelief. This is impossible. It should be enraged by proximity. Then the unthinkable happened. The Reaper pressed its head gently against the barrier. Morgan smiled. "See? Not so bad." The reaction. Word spread through the Academy in hours. The human had tamed a Reaper with kindness. Professors debated for days. The Xenopsychology department requested scans of Morgan's brain. The military division quietly placed him on a watch list. But the Reaper stopped responding to anyone else. When researchers tried to handle it, it lashed out. When Morgan entered the room, it purred. The observation. Days turned into weeks. Morgan visited daily, talking to the Reaper through the barrier. They named it Toothless, after some older story. Vrel logged every interaction. He noted that the creature's aggression levels dropped by 92%. Its feeding stabilized. Its pheromone levels aligned with something akin to contentment. Other students began whispering. Humans can talk to monsters. Humans are monsters. Neither was true. Morgan just cared. The experiment. The Academy's board decided to test the phenomenon. They brought in other predators, a spinal eel, a void wolf, even a semiferal bloodshrike. Every one of them reacted the same way, snarling, hissing, lunging, until the human approached. Then, silence, calm, recognition. It wasn't telepathy. It wasn't pheromones. It was something older, instinct. Death recognized death and found kinship. The mistake. Of course, someone had to push it. A visiting noble from the Zhan Empire decided to test the limits. He deactivated the containment field during one of Morgan's sessions. The Reaper stepped out, free for the first time in years. The class screamed and ran for the doors. But the human didn't move. Toothless, Morgan said softly, "It's okay. You're not in danger." The Reaper loomed over them, shadow swallowing the light. Its jaws opened, rows of venomous teeth glistening. Then it lowered its head and let Morgan scratch its snout. The consequences. Security rushed in seconds later. They froze at the sight, the galaxy's deadliest predator nuzzling a human like a pet. The Jean Noble fainted. From that day, the Reaper refused to eat unless Morgan was nearby. It followed them through the academy halls, towering and docile. Students began calling it the human shadow. The academy was forced to rewrite its safety protocols. Xenobiologists studied Morgan endlessly. They found no implants, no chemical emitters, just an unusually calm heart rate and empathic brainwave patterns. When asked how they did it, Morgan shrugged. I just treated it like any scared animal. You don't show fear. You show respect. Simple words, terrifying implications. If a human could calm a Reaper, what else could they do? The visit. Months later, a delegation from the Galactic Military Council arrived. They wanted to understand. If humans could pacify predators, could they also weaponize them? Morgan refused. Toothless isn't a weapon, they said. He's a friend. But the council insisted. They transferred the Reaper to a secure transport ship for study. The next morning, that ship was found adrift. Every crew member was unconscious, not dead, just asleep. And the Reaper was gone. When Morgan was questioned, they only smiled. He just wanted to go home. The return. Weeks later, during a patrol near the nebula where the Reaper species originated, sensors picked up something extraordinary. The Reaper leading a pack of its kind, none of them hostile. For the first time in galactic history, the Carnaxian Reapers didn't attack on sight. They simply drifted, calm, following the human transport. Morgan's voice came over the comms. They're not killers. They're just lonely. The galaxy didn't know whether to be amazed or terrified. The legend. Decades later, the story of the human and the Reaper became legend. Cadets whispered it during late-night study sessions. Professors reference it in ethics classes. And in the deep archives of the Academy, there's still a hologram, a towering, fanged beast leaning down as a human scratches its nose. Underneath, a plaque reads, they called it a killer. The human called it cute.